Hola chavales, bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos a Vampyr. En este episodio iremos al club Ascalon, el club de los vampiros, los que manejan el cotarro. A ver qué tal. Sí, es más, creo que está cerca. Pero antes que nada creo que lo suyo sería ir a... Mira, por aquí hay un escondite, vamos a ir al escondite primero. Y una vez que vayamos al escondite, allí mejoraremos y demás antes de ir. Vamos por aquí. Vale, coches señoriales, son gente de dinero. Cuarentena, enfermedad contagiosa. Encerrado por aquí. Habrá que buscar un modo ACD. Eres bueno. Uah. Me falta poco para matarme. Poco. Me ha matado de milagros, tío. Nivel 24. No me iba a poner a pelear con él, pero... Todos los que mate, todos los que eso es subir nivel. A la larga me interesa. Vale, aquí me voy a encontrar... ¿Cómo va esto? Sigo de frente y la próxima a la izquierda.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Ah, vale, ahora sí.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
No, por aquí no es. Está justo ahí enfrente, tendré que atravesar por aquí. Uy. Me van a matar. No. Bien. Tranquilo. ¡Ay! Me pillaron. Ahora no te vayas. Ay. Te pillé. Antes de morir reventado. Vamos a comer un poco.
This is despicable.
Sí, pero te puede salvar la vida.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Creo que me falta nivel. tener que dar la vuelta. Y ahí había uno de los grandes. Ahí está. No, es de 24. No es ni vampiro. Ahora sí. Lo siento.
The Ascalon Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Where shall I eat tonight?
Bien, esta es mi casa.
What a terrible tragedy.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan, I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, you have come back.
I know, Avery. I know about Mary and my mother.
I'm so sorry. It was my duty to watch over. She left the house in the middle of the night. The police said...
It's all right, Avery.
The police said her body was found near your sister's grave in Whitechapel. You're the master of the house now. I'd understand if you fired me, sir.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
De acuerdo. ¿Cómo
How
fue
was
todo en la
life in
casa?
this house while I was away?
It was sad, sir. Miss Mary moved here in July after she lost her baby and husband. So I stayed to serve both her and your mother.
How was Mary?
Miss Mary went out looking for you every night after you had written to say that you were coming back. She was sure you were alive. She'll never know she was right.
¿Cómo
How
estaba
was
mi
my
madre?
Miss Reed was very frail. After Miss Mary was found dead, your mother started talking.
De acuerdo.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir. but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no
To be present at the
Estuve allí, aunque no
What are the
bebierais.
arrangements for my mother's funeral?
There will be no funeral, sir. No ceremony.
Where is her body then?
I'm afraid your mother's body was moved to a mass grave somewhere. I have no other.
Una fosa común.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I neglected my mother, Avery?
Yes.
I see. Well, please go on. Speak freely. It's not as if there is anything left to treasure.
Él cree que desatendí a mi madre
You always
y
had
que
this
por eso
capacity
termina en una
to
fosa
focus
común.
only on what interests you. It surely helped you become a great doctor, but
Bueno,
Thank you, Avery.
vamos a dejarlo
We'll
por aquí.
talk
Hemos hecho un
your
vistazo por la
bedroom...
casa.
Sir, what a terrible tragedy.
Como podemos ver, un tío adinerado de una familia rica. Nada más hay que ver dónde vive. Ahí no se puede entrar. Este tampoco. Y hay dos habitaciones, creo. No, solo esta. Será mi habitación. Vamos a fabricar virales. Que siempre son necesarios. Nemias, neumonía, quitis, migraña. Vale. Sable. 85, 95 y gasta 18 de energía. El sable 20. No sé qué será mejor. Vale, esto va a bajar el consumo de energía, pero es que ahora mismo piezas de empuñadura, me falta una y subiremos a 121, que sería la hostia. No se puede desarmar, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a mejorar y vamos al club a escala. Como una lanza para algunos vampiros, este tipo de poder tarda en cargarse, pero resulta muy letal. Un arma media largo alcance. Se trata de una herramienta sobrenatural muy poderosa que no gusta en combate cuerpo a cuerpo. Si no puedes evitar el ataque de chupasangre, es más probable que es el pico. Y este es más cuerpo a cuerpo. $1300 de coagulación. Vale, vamos a hacer eso. Me mejora este. Y vamos a mejorar la coagulación. Porque ya eran demasiado... Tenían demasiado nivel más por encima de mí, del nuestro. Así nos igualamos un poco. Vale, si tienen neumonía. Aquí están en crítico, en White SHAREfactory. Este está sano, lo han curado. Neumonía. La tengo que buscar para hacer neumonía. Sepsis. Por ahí habrá anemia. Para anemia tengo una. Neuralgia. Venga, para el hospital. Y está muerto. ¿Quién era este? Newton Brick. Muerto. Bueno, por uno menos. Sepsis, neuralgia, anemia. Y aquí como está. Sí, aquí está bastante mal. Tan hostil. Agotamiento, neumonía, anemia, neumonía, sepsis, cefalea y agotamiento. Vale. Reponer todo. Ese es un vampiro. Esta es la parte de atrás. Ya te mataré. No te maté antes, ha vuelto a salir y ya está. No podría porque tendría que dar la vuelta y hablar con este buen señor antes. Vale, vamos a ir al club. Aquí andan tan normal. Vamos a hablar con esta mujer. No tienes miedo.
Oh my God, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashby.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent. What do you think about this part of town? Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashby never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashby is my real mother. She
Ah.
raised me and has taken care of me
Yeah,
all
really.
my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. One day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashby?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What are you doing out here?
You mean,
It
what
doesn't
do I
make-
do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Sufragista.
Are you a suffragette then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without
All adult women.
no need to...
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
Bueno, se hace lo que se puede, hija.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady.
She is my best friend.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in...
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you?
Oh, that would be top-notch.
What
¿Qué sabe de
exactly
mí?
has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your makeup.
Does it not scare you to know?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire. Your mother herself told me that we Ekon are creatures of deception. Maybe
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best
your mother...
I believe
Goodbye, Sharp.
she's been quite...
Bueno, a ver lo que nos encontramos aquí.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Todo lo que pueda pillar. A la saca. No, puedo hacer la planta de abajo, ¿no? O esta. Vale. Aquí.
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes, the lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Scowl Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Sí, desconozco el nombre.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean
¿Qué implica ser
to be a
miembro?
member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Am I
Debería
supposed
acatar
to follow
órdenes.
orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
¿Cuenta
Do you
con
have
algún
any
reconocimiento
official
oficial?
recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
¿Cuál es
What
el
is the
objetivo?
Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
¿Qué
What does
significa
Ascalon mean?
Ascalon?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Scows. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
Tradiciones.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Firmando con sangre.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Doctor. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, Michael.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
De acuerdo. Mientras no revele ninguna información del club.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal?
¿Quién era Fergal?
I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
¿Los escales están relacionados con la
Yes, I'm
epidemia?
convinced the recent invasion of frenzied scowls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
Algunos escales son pacíficos. Son meras víctimas.
Scowls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens, but they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Bien. ¿Hay algo por aquí que pueda choricear o como los quieras llamar? Será la puerta trasera, lo mismo. Bueno, Pues nos hemos hecho socios del club Ascalon. Somos uno de sus miembros. Ahora somos una especie de marioneta. Tendremos que cumplir órdenes. Sí. Puerta trasera. Iremos al barrio más pobre de todos los distritos. O sea, el distrito más pobre. E investigaremos de dónde viene la epidemia. Vamos a dejarlo aquí y continuaremos en el próximo episodio. Espero que os haya gustado. Si os ha gustado, no olvidéis darme un like.